Hi, guys, and welcome to our new podcast, Bloodline and Bottom Lines, where we might be family, but that doesn't mean we think the same. I'm Ife, the Zillennial.
I'm Latifa.
And I'm the D. I'm DJ.
Alrighty. And so, what we're recapping today is Real Housewives of Atlanta. We're going to give you just a quick overview of episodes 1 and 2, but the nooks and crannies of today's visit of today's episode will be episodes 3 and 4, a recap. Moving forward, we'll just do one episode recap per one of our episodes, but we want to just get caught up. So let's see. We're going to start from the top. So we have some new people who came back to Real Housewives of Atlanta. We have some new people and then people who came back. So one of the people who came back is K. Michelle. If I recall, she was on the way back before, or was that House, or was that Love and Hip Hop
That
I'm
was Love
thinking
and
of?
Hip Hop.
That's Love and Hip Hop.
She's been on a few
Oh, that's the
shows,
rest of
but
she ain't
yeah.
never been. Okay, well then she knew. So I like seeing. I'm a fan of K. Michelle. That's my girl. I have her albums. I'm part of how she got to her gold, platinum, and all of that. How about y'all?
I do
I'm a
love K
huge fan.
Michelle.
I was a fan when I love me some K Michelle. That's my girl. That is my girl. I've been a fan of her mixtape days. Like I went to
Well,
go
Yeah.
now I
see
don't
her
go that
live and
far back. I'm not
everything.
a day one. I'm more like a day 10.
No, I'm a day one.
All right, all right. Big Tip crew. Okay. So I like that when she came back. She came back married with Dr. Caston. So I was like, yes, boo, coming back with your things together. So the other thing from episode 1 that I was like, oh, we're gonna get into the other new castmate, Pinky. What do we think about Miss Pinky, our slutty vegan
Know about
owner
Pinky.
extraordinaire?
You want to like
I
Pinky,
like
but I
her.
don't know. Like, hmm.
And I'm in the middle. It's like I kind of like her, but she put a little too much sauce on it, and I need her to pull it
Yeah.
back just a touch. Cause right now, how she
Yeah.
coming in, I be like, girl, sit down. You
Yeah.
giving to me too much. You rubbing me the wrong way, and you being
Yeah.
loud. I'm not here for it. But when she's doing her confessional, she's getting real down into the nitty gritty. And I think part of it is because she's stressed with all that. If I
Yeah.
was owing or was in debt by $2 million, I would be stressed too. Or 20
Yeah.
million
Yeah.
actually. I think is what it was. So I can see where I'd be stressful. You might be a little snappy, but yeah, when you have to announce I'm that girl, are you though?
Yeah, because that's she
Are
be
you?
saying it every 2 seconds.
Yeah, I was like, okay. But I like her whole dynamic, and I do like her confidence, which you do need to have coming into these sort of groups.
Yeah.
But she just, like I said, put a little too much things on it for me, so I want her to pull back. But overall, I think that I will like her. Since one of our, which who I used to love, since Candy gone, she was my girl. I feel like I could have hung with her. I don't feel like I can hang with Pinky right now. I might could
Yeah.
hang with K Michelle if she's feeling okay, because sometimes you could say the wrong thing and then K Michelle feelings hurt. So there's that.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
other thing that had me shocked for episode 1 was when Shami and Kelly become real besties. We calling each other kids auntie. That's auntie what?
She just
Was it
trying to
just
I
me?
make
don't
Portia
recall them
jealous.
being really close like that.
Oh, that's what you think that she's trying to make. Portia, she got to be because
Cause you
I was
don't know
like,
that
how did it
lady
get to the
like
point
that,
where, oh,
like
that's
best
auntie?
friends. Y'all
No,
best
you
friends.
don't. Mm,
Like,
or she
no.
might be feeling like she needs somebody to click up with. So it's like, let me get close with you this season.
But at
It
the
is.
same
It's
time,
giving more
she's been
strategy.
on past seasons. What are you clicking up for? You're known more than most of them that's on there. Besides like
Very
Cynthia and
true.
Phaedra and
You're
all them,
right.
you was a friend of the show. That's like Marlo coming in needing
Yeah,
like to click up for what? You've been on the show like 10 years. What are we doing?
that is true. You're right. Because, yeah, Shamia honestly should have been had a peach, in my opinion, but maybe she didn't have enough of a storyline. I don't know if this season right now she has much of a storyline either, but we'll get into that a little bit later, too. All right, let me see what. Oh, the other recap was that text thread that Shamia felt the need to mom. Do y'all want to know what's
Oh,
in the text thread? I want to know what's on the phone.
Yeah
yeah,
and no, but Shamia ain't gonna tell us for real. Shamia won't gonna tell us to begin with, and like she could have left that out. You didn't have to tell us that because you weren't gonna tell us what it was anyway.
yeah,
Yeah, I was like, well, it's giving animation, but I was like, I want to know what's like, because I think really that both of their feelings are still just really hurt. I'm hoping that they can come back in some capacity. At least they're at the point where they can be cordial and be in the same room. But y'all moms always had that beef or whatever, so we can't even blame it on that. Like, what words were said that were so detrimental that y'all can't come back from it? That's the part I'm not after you done had 20 plus years of friendship. Like,
yeah.
was it that frivolous, or it didn't have that much substance that it can be thrown away that easily?
I
Because
think
you have
Shamia
seasons
just
shouldn't have made
tired.
it got thrown away.
I think Shamia just tired of Portia mess for real.
True.
Yeah.
And I think Portia, I'm gonna say was playing victim, but like she had a lot going on. And I think she hasn't given her friend true grace for like realizing like you had a lot going on. And so you couldn't be there for me, which I complained about. And you act like I'm wrong for saying something because you had a lot going on. You weren't the only person who had a lot going on.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the part that I'm like, so I'm hoping that they can at some point come back together because I really did enjoy their friendship. But all right.
Shamia also needs to. The thing with Shamia for me, because I like Shamia, but Shamia gives a lot of misguided energy to other people, and it's like, well, no, no, no. If they not gonna get any type of resolve unless Shamia is real with Portia, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has been given because I have put that when we were going to do maybe more of a recap for each episode of like, Shamir, why are you still giving Drew all this energy? Because I thought the beef you had kind of stemmed from when you were defending Portia. Y'all ain't even friends no more. So how you still got beef with the person you got off the same page because she called you a dog or whatever, which is disrespectful, but why it shouldn't still be that? Why are we bringing that into the next season? I just was confused. Like, I don't get it. Why you giving Drew all of this energy and this smoke? It's too much.
But
And
then
she had given
wondered,
someone else some energy.
had sat there and wondered why she didn't get invited to the screening of Drew's film, and I'm like, Jamia,
Because you
what?
was talking out the side of your neck the
Like
day before. Now,
y'all not there for the invite, baby. Like,
when you was on the phone, it was giving Zoom call. I could see if I walked in the middle and I didn't know. Why am I gonna think your date is on the phone? To see what, but you still put a little extra sauce on it when you said it. So I was just like, I don't like it. And so one of the last things to recap from, well, yeah, from the first episode was our girl Phaedra, or Shady Faye, we're gonna call her, who claimed that she saw the tapes. She ran the tapes, and that person did not come up to her. And then in confessional, when they said, "Did you really see the tapes?" she was like, "Mm." And I like that Angela called her out on them. And was like, "Yeah, I would love to see those tapes because
yeah.
they peep gang. Girl, you be lying."
Deja always lying.
Look,
What do you
been
say?
lying since her first season. But Phaedra's good TV.
But I
I
I
do
mean,
like
like
Phaedra, but I don't like the lying.
Well, I thought it was funny, and it might be a later episode that we're jumping to. Someone said, all she did was giggle. I'm like, because she know not to say too much, or when she's saying stuff, she lying. I do like that we're getting a little behind the scenes with her, but yeah, it's like, I feel like you should have learned your lesson when all of that happened with Candy and Portia from before. So let's lead in truth.
Yeah.
Because the lies
but
got you in a lot of hot water and made you lose one of them checks. You talk about all them checks. That housewife check be a good check to have. So you should have been mad you lost a check, and you should not be wanting to just be lying. Now this isn't a big lie, so maybe that's why she didn't mind, and it was getting the person off her back because they're now cool. But I just was like, girl, why you lying?
but at the end, but I will say, I will give Phaedra. Phaedra do have connections, so it's
She
not
do.
like Phaedra might could have gotten the tapes, but
And it's
Phaedra
But
can
she
lie.
plausible
admitted
that
she
she
did
could have
it.
done that. I think it was believable. I think it's believable that she could do it. Is that, but you
And even
didn't
the
do
way
it, and
she
that's where
said
it's
it,
like,
like, well, I mean, I haven't really seen the tape. So why are you saying it for? Like, and
and
then
she
getting a
had to like
confessional and
sit
tell us
and
that you
calm
did it.
down on it. That part.
Like,
All right. So now to recap episode 2 a little bit. So that was where they had dipped in the cold water and did some stuff. But more importantly, this is when Portia decided she was gonna come for Kelly with
yeah.
these half-ass receipts.
I thought that
Or
was
maybe
funny.
y'all didn't feel it was half-ass. What you thought about the receipts?
I didn't think there was no
It,
receipts. You didn't call nobody to back nothing up. You didn't show nothing on the phone. We didn't get a picture of her from the BET behind the scenes, whatever she was talking about. We didn't get none of that. We just got it. Well,
it was
I
just a
heard that
deflection.
you was, and he said, like, what the fuck is that? Like, that's not a receipt.
Yeah. It's
It was
not,
a
and
deflection.
what threw me off the whole part with the receipt is how come in the receipt where you trying to call this lady out on supposedly sleeping with a married man, where you're saying he said that he could be talking about some other Kelly, not this Kelly. But anywho, he said that, and then how come up and you was talking about me and Dennis? Girl, get off Dennis hot dog
Yes,
already.
please.
Has been
No,
the best
nobody
hot
want
dog
Dennis
you done
but you.
ever had because I'm
You the
so
only one
tired of
that
hearing
want
about
Dennis.
Dennis. Well, he's supposed to got a girlfriend, so. Although he's not
Right.
giving that he's into said girlfriend with how he is, but we're gonna get into that a little later. But yeah, I just was like, this receipt is some hogwash. I was with K Michelle, like I just want to get up and go. I might have gotten up and gone. I'm
Yeah.
not because this don't make no sense. And I probably would have looked, might have interjected and been like, "Man, what kind of receipt is that?" Girl,
I mean, like
damn
I
it.
said, I don't feel like it was a
And it's
receipt at all.
hearsay.
But I will say I am happy that they was able to be cordial,
Hash it
you
out.
know, at the end. But
But
Kelly, I'm gonna
I
need
just
you
said,
keep
were
that
they
same
there?
energy that you got in them confessionals.
That part. Well,
Cause you ain't saying
how
nothing
was
to
the
Portia
Portia
face,
show?
and
Well,
now
she
she
would keep the
Portia.
same.
Like,
She
I
would
ain't like
keep the
that.
same
Go
energy
ahead,
when she
DJ.
around the other girls.
Like,
You're right, because she do be popping off in the confessional and get
I
real
mean, be
coy and quiet.
popping in,
Yeah.
like, uh.
It's because she
I don't
bite
like that.
size and she don't want nobody to bite her.
Well,
That's
Cause
what it
you do
is.
all that
y'all
yin
know what
yang
this
in the
is. You know what you
confessionals and
signed up
with them
for.
other girls.
Hmm.
She was doing all that yin yang in the confessionals and with them other girls, but couldn't do it in front and do it in front of Portia. Now, come on now.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said she's a big bitch. I can't move her. But she's
Now that
intentional.
was
She
funny.
said, I mean, but when she was saying Horsha, we think that's corny or it's cute.
It's corny.
It is corny. It
It would have been
fits, but
cute
it's
had she
corny.
said it to Portia. When Portia called her out for
Yeah.
That
sleeping with
part.
another man,
It
that's
would
when
have
she should have
hit if
said it.
you had said what you said, Horsha. Oh shoot, the put
Yeah.
stop me in my track. Oh, girl, you did it. She might actually even laugh. All right, so I have one of that, and just the last two little snippets from episode 2 were what? How do we like K Michelle calling your purse your hot pocket?
She had been doing that though.
I
She
know.
has. Well,
I love the name Hot Pocket. I think it's so cute. What's some other names y'all know for the Netherlands
Your
besides the
pocketbook.
raunchy ones? Well, purse,
uh,
like I said, I like to say Miss Kitty.
well, mine has a name, so that's what I call her.
I know that's
Miss
right.
Miss Lola.
Mine got a name
Yeah.
for my man too.
Like,
So I know how we do, girl. All right. So the other parts of episode 2 was the movie premiere. You know, Portia first episode 1, we got a man. Episode 2, Portia got a woman. Oh,
yeah. Listen.
what? She was, but she was cute too. The young lady she had. I saw I might start energy now. I don't swing that way. Very happily married for a long time. But I said I could see where Portia said, "Let me try this over here."
She been wanting to try this over there.
Yeah.
Could have been in the lady pond a few times.
Hmm.
Portia been wanting to do it. She needed two marriages to say, well, you know what? I've been divorced twice. Men ain't working. Let me try this over here. She needed an excuse to try it and be acceptable.
Now
But
she,
she
she
been
need a
over there.
prerequisite
Yeah,
to
that's
admit
it.
to it.
Yeah.
Well, what
Yeah.
about Drew's? I don't know if it was considered a slip up or not, but Drew kind of admitting to her dipping or being in the lady.
I
We
thought
called it the lady baby pool too, like
it's
because she was
fitting.
trying to deny it before.
It's
Drew is not a
fitting.
good liar. So I feel like she
She
should
never
just
was a good
stray
liar.
away from talking about certain things. Like if you don't want to talk about a girl, just change the subject. Like, girl, did you hear? Because I'm like, you're not a good liar. You and Ty looked real cute together back in the day. But I feel like she's doing that
Yeah.
because of her mother. You feel what I'm saying? Because the
Mm-hmm.
family might feel some type of way, but I just feel like once you hit a certain age, you either gonna accept me. I don't care if you respect it. You feel what I'm saying? But
Yeah, true.
because it's not
I
your
agree.
business.
That's right. Because I think her mom's like a deaconess or a pastor or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
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 Got
She
you.
yeah, she a
Well,
minister.
it ain't like just because you're in the LGBTQA community that you can't still be a pastor and still be of God. They definitely go together. It's all about love. So I definitely always hate when that's the notion. Meaning really kind of from Drew or her mom
Yeah.
misperception. Like one doesn't mean you can't be the other. They go together. And with that being said, while we're gonna finish up on Drew, what y'all think about Drew's shade to Kay talking about she used to be a singer?
Didn't like it, didn't
Girl,
appreciate it. Can't wait for her to eat her ass up later this season. Because Drew, cut it out. I
that
know you
part.
from music. I know you from being on the game. We're not gonna play with K Michelle like
Exactly.
that.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly. You got your album and the hit out. So this was what I figured we could do a poll. Who has heard Drew's album by raise of hands?
She don't even got an album. She got singles.
I think she did
Who's
she did
listened to her
something, but
sing?
I haven't heard it. I did
Ain't
hear
no
it was
My
proof
point.
behind
okay,
that.
but
Hold on. Who's listened to K Michelle's album by raise of hands?
all of them,
Okay, Michelle's album. I listened to the albums and the mixtapes, all of them.
Yeah,
like,
so that's the part. I'm like, girl, cut it out. You saying it to the wrong crowd. That's not okay. Talking about she used to be a singer. She is currently being honored and doing other stuff. Get out of here. So I
But
was
you
like,
know,
yeah.
yeah, I
Drew
can't wait
Sidora
for K
got that.
Michelle.
She gonna know. I'm
Drew
sure she
got
know it
that.
now. At this point in time, I'm sure she know K now.
Drew
Cause
got
I'm
that
just like,
that thing where she be trying to show off. She be trying to make
yeah.
herself better than all the time.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
That is true. All right, so now we'll get into the nuts and bolts of this episode. We're gonna recap. We'll do episode 3, and then we'll go into episode 4 for Real Housewives of Atlanta. So, that episode pretty much opens out. Pinky and K Michelle have a lot to do with this episode. They're kind of carrying the episode, in my opinion. And so, one of the first few things is where Pinky details the $100 million company that she bought, but it was $20 million in debt. 20. I literally stopped and looked at my camera and said, "It said 20. 20 is a lot
Yeah.
It is.
to be in debt." Wow. So that was definitely a shocker for me to hear that amount. Um, and then later in the episode, she has a discussion with her lawyer about filing for bankruptcy. What do we think about that? Like filing for bankruptcy, like how it looks, how it feels. It clearly was an emotional decision, but more importantly, her not planning to tell her husband or pulling her husband into the
Yeah, I didn't
conversation at
understand
all, who
that.
is a successful business owner himself in the restaurant business, or who knows this past.
I get it.
Yeah, I
I
don't know. I
understand it.
mean, if the husband was willing to help and they would have kept her from going into bankruptcy or whatever, I didn't really understand why she didn't want to. I don't know if it was a pride thing, but it's just like, girl, you keep having more and more stuff going on. As successful as you are, you can't even reap in that because you owe all this goddamn money. Because you didn't have this person do you wrong and this person handling the funds wrong. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I
What you were
get it.
saying, DJ?
I get it. I understand the bankruptcy how it happened because what like Tifa said the mishandling of funds and you put somebody in charge of this and they don't do it right, then you're messed
Mhm.
up. And I also understand her not telling her husband. Now I looked at her kind of side eye, but I understand it, especially because I know I'm kind of prideful and I don't like asking for help. I will come to the last second where I like before I ask for help, and I think because she feels like she's an example and she's made herself out to be this person, and now I have to submit and turn into this person where I say, "Hey, I'm not so strong and I need some help." That's a hard pill to swallow.
I mean, I get that because I'm the same. I'm not gonna ask you for nothing. I mean, it's got to be an emergency for me to even be like, I need, can I borrow anything like that? But you actually have someone that you can trust, that you feel what I'm saying? You have this bond with who can help you. It ain't like you
Yeah.
asking your mama who live with
Oh
you
yeah.
and ain't running a business. This is your husband who you said is on the top list or whatever for his business, one of the fast growing businesses. Like, get with him, see if the people who running his stuff can help you. You know, I just felt like she could have talked to him, heard him out first, and then could have been like, well, no, baby, let me see what I can do. And then I will come to you if I need it.
I
Yeah,
think she's embarrassed.
I think
Really?
it's a mix of all that. I think she's embarrassed because she's made not smart financial choices, but being smart. So you have that conflict. It's about money. Money can get weird because while they are married, they've only been married for 3 years, and not to minimize the 3 years, but she probably doesn't want to seem like she's with him for his money and take his money because this she feels like it's her problem
Yeah.
and it's her business. So why am I asking you for your money for that? But with that being said, before I would get to the point of filing for bankruptcy, I'm gonna have this conversation with my husband. I don't want to do it. I'm gonna try everything I can before I get there, but I'm
Right.
not gonna be willing to actually file without talking to him. And or if I am gonna file, like I'm standing 10 toes down that this is my rationale for why I don't want your money in it. But he's going to be part of your bankruptcy too because you are married. Not
I was
saying it's
gonna
Yeah.
going
say
to make
that.
him bankrupt, but you have
Right.
personally guaranteed the funds, which I feel like was important to like a business lesson to learn. And where you'll see some people say it on Instagram, like really it's best if you can to, of course, form your LLC or your S corp or C corp, but you really almost need to have that in like a trust or have something else so you're not personally guaranteeing the payment of funds when stuff does go south. Otherwise, it comes back to you. So if
Yeah.
you're a sole I can't even say it. If you're a sole owner, then you would get the personal responsibility because you file your taxes as if you're not a business owner. So I think that's part of it. I think pride was a big part of it. But what I had written down, and I don't remember if it was this episode or not, that she's kind of given strong black woman personified, but not necessarily in a good way. And this is showing
Mm-hmm.
like kind of the how it can harm you. Like it's not that being a strong black woman is bad. Obviously we're known for that. But this is a time where she doesn't necessarily need to be soft, but open up, lean in.
Yeah.
If you don't allow people to lean in, and the thing is she has a husband who wants her to lean in. And she just that pride is not letting her. Like he wants to help you. He wants to be of service because in the same breath you're saying, but I feel lonely and I was doing this by myself. You can't complain when you ain't say nothing, Chief. Like, miss me with it. He
Right.
did a great job of not being like,
I
I mean, he said
I
it kind of
think
how I said it, but nice. Like, that's just kind of your fault. You ain't tell me how I'm going to know. I find out on the
there's a
blogs. I think it's crazy you let it get to the blogs and you ain't tell your husband.
Yeah.
she has some internal issues that she has to deal with, and I think when it comes down to it, she's having a problem trusting. It's a pride issue too, but she don't trust him like that. Because if you really fully trust in him, then you would have said something along with the pride. But you don't. You like y'all went into a marriage, and if I can't trust you to trust you with this information as my husband, then we shouldn't even be married.
Or
Mm.
maybe she came in talking big shit like she did on the episode, and now she like shit. Now I got to put my tail between my legs and come
Very
to you
much
and be like,
so.
I'm not as big shit as I thought I was. So, but he's ready to pump her up. Like, no, you are so big shit. These were just bad decisions, and it sounds like not necessarily bad decisions specifically on her part. Meaning she didn't make the decisions that made,
Mm-hmm.
I think, the financial hardship. I think she made the poor decision in the people she selected who made the bad decision. So it still is in the end her decision, but you are not responsible for those people's poor decisions personally. It's indirectly affecting you. You need to do something about it, and learn to, maybe you need to have a better screening process. Or maybe you
Yeah.
need to hire people on a trial basis. Maybe have a consultant come in and they're not your CFO, or whatever the case is that happened in that scenario. But yeah, I just thought, I was just like, girl, why are we filing for bankruptcy when you got this whole man over here who can help you out? So the other thing that happened in this episode before we got to all of Pinky's stuff was what was going on with K Michelle. So she she got to honor one of the greats in country music. I don't remember the young lady's name, but she's well known for bolstering black representation in the country music realm. And so Kay felt honored to do that, since she went to school for yodeling. So she's definitely been a country music girl before she was our R&B goddess. But so I love that she was telling her story. She's preparing. She says she's sitting there and she has all this fluid on the dress that she goes to stand up. So what do we think? Do we think Portia put her foot in her mouth when she said, "You had a miscarriage"? Or do you think that's a valid to ask that?
She put her foot in her mouth.
Well, I would say, because Kay said that Portia already knew all of this. So it's kind of, for me, it's like, if you already knew all this, why would you sit there like, you had a miscarriage? If y'all
So
been
that's what I thought. I
talking.
thought, and yeah, I thought in watching the scene, like for face value, I was like, well, that makes sense. I mean, if you are sitting in a pool of wetness, why would it? That does, like, maybe you. I'm gonna think it's blood. What was the fluid? Why am I gonna think? I'm a medical provider, and my first thought would be that, because my friend was telling me, I walked up and had up. I mean, did you pee on yourself? What happened?
Yeah.
Why was there fluid there? I'm not gonna, even if you tell me you had a surgery, why the heck would they be
Yeah.
draining that much that you wake up and it's a pool of fluid? I'm not gonna think that. And
Yeah.
again, I have 20 years of experience. I was like, I don't blame her for saying that. Now, when they showed that, or when K Michelle was going in about this bimbo, no. Now we know Portia has had her moments when I think the education system maybe didn't do their best for some subjects. This wasn't necessarily one of those cases, in my opinion. Now, I felt that way too afterward when K Michelle was alluding to, well, I talked to this girl about it. When you get to the end of the episode and she's talking to her, it does not sound like she gave the details for Portia to put 1+1. If you telling me you've been having issues with this surgery, yeah, I know it's your butt, but why am I gonna then think again you having fluid? It's all this fluid. Oh, was that your surgery? Like, I'm just not. I mean, maybe a better question that she could have said, well, what was the fluid? That might have been a better question.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
mind wouldn't have went to straight to miscarriage.
Well, I think Portia gave it context when they had their talk later, when she said she has gone through several miscarriages. She herself has woken up in the bed in a pool of blood by herself. So I think that was her tapping into her personal experience and saying that. Now, to Kay's point, girl, miscarriage is like not a light topic. Why are you gonna say it like that, all just carelessly? Like, you had a miscarriage? What? That ain't how we would even bring it up. But like I said,
Yeah.
part of me, just the gut was like, that makes sense. You got a lot of fluid. I could see. I probably would not have asked that question, but Portia don't always be thinking. So here we
Peeing
have
on
it.
Yeah.
yourself,
But
anything, but a miscarriage, I wouldn't have went. My mind, I wouldn't have said that out loud like that.
now, did
Yeah.
y'all see that look when Kay Michelle said, "I'm done up. We got the glam team on our way out. Excuse me, ma'am."
Yeah.
So
It wasn't
I
Yeah.
that
think they are
serious.
coming through.
I catch y'all
I
at
think
the
they're
next
coming through
event.
with their
Cause girl,
look.
ain't no damn way.
Hell no. I'm not. It's too much. Now, this is the one thing I'm thinking. This might throw a wrench in the plans. But in watching K Michelle so far, because we're talking about episode 3, I'm feeling like, because I don't know if y'all are Married to Medicine fans or not.
I
Are
am.
you? I
I
feel
haven't
like she
watched
make more
it in a
sense on
while.
Married to Medicine. Especially now that she got a husband who's a doctor. He's a dentist. I'm like, I think you actually would be a better fit, because she just is not for the shenanigans. Or don't get me wrong, there's a lot of shenanigans. They be shenanigans again. But I think actually she might be better to transition over to that show because I think that's more her vibe, her cup of tea, just with how she wants to do things. So that was just my thought is like, you're not really for this rah rah, and Housewives of Atlanta is gonna stay rah rah. That is their bread and butter.
Yeah.
But with K Michelle, I think was thinking when you think housewife shows, she was thinking more of your Rhode Island, what she would have liked better than the Atlanta housewives now. Because it's like I love K Michelle and I feel like it makes a good housewife, but the direction of where the Atlanta housewives is going, it's kind of like and she's the complete polar opposite of what she was on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. So it's kind of like it doesn't fit where where you are in life is not fitting the scenery anymore.
Yeah, well, not this. I mean, she has the title. She is one of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's just this cast mostly ain't housewives except for what two? I think we have two housewives. Well, she makes three
Because
actual
I feel like she would have
housewives.
worked in earlier seasons.
Yeah, she definitely would have worked in like the beginning when it first was going. All right. So moving on to what do we think about this house Angela done bought?
Um,
Spider Fence.
I'm praying she can get it sold. Like I like the spider. I mean, the spider's worse so mean. Like, yeah, that's just too much. Too much. They're everywhere.
Too much. Cute little exterior. So I was like, I mean, I get the idea, and I get the idea of like just wanting a win. I'm like, you still don't have to put money in. I hope this works. Like, I just wonder, she's had a $2 million expensive lesson to have
Yeah.
learned. She said she lost $2 million. Did you learn the lesson, or are we just doubling
Don't seem
down
like
on
it
it
because she
with
went
just
and got
ugly?
another property to try to sell. So I don't
I
know.
mean, if you got the money to play with like
Hey, the
that.
girls want to be Aaliyah. Okay, Aaliyah said, "Oh, get up and try again." So all the girls are trying again. Okay, like
She is trying again.
yeah, okay.
She definitely is. So my other thing that I was wondering, and we're talking with Angela, is why y'all think Angela's daughter didn't want her to know she was married? I just thought that was weird. Like, why you won't want your mama to know?
Because is she married to a guy or a girl?
I feel like it may be a girl.
That might be a
I
reason.
only think
And
it's
I also
It
weird.
seems
think
like
that
Angela cares.
I think it's weird that she told other family and then tell them, if you wasn't gonna tell nobody, then you shouldn't have told nobody. Don't go and tell your fucking
That might have been
auntie
it too. Because I'm like, your grandma
and
know
then
this person,
think,
know, but you just intentionally didn't tell me.
yeah.
they,
Like, ain't
they,
no
they it
way
gives
one of
they
my
not that
nephews can
close.
say, I just eloped and I'm not gonna take, like, look, you got about a week before I spill the beans. That's, you got 7 days. That's it. But that ain't no secret. I'm about to be, you better get me cussed out. I knew it, she did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a couple days and
Yeah.
that's it. Like,
It's
Yeah,
some
I just thought that was weird.
yeah.
it's something with that. And to me, I feel like they can't be that close. Is what y'all trying to give. Like something happened between the two of them for you to not for you, or she don't like the girlfriend, or the mama told you don't do it, and you went and did it anyway. And it was like, well, now I'm gonna tell other people because they ain't say it, so I'm gonna tell them, but I ain't gonna tell you because I already know how you feel about it, and I don't want to hear your mouth about it.
I
I didn't
think if
think about that
anything,
perspective, maybe.
she should have told her after she got married. If you didn't want to hear what I had to say before, cool. But once y'all did it, once the union became one, is when you should have been like, so I went ahead and got married. Like,
Because
no
now it's,
conditions
well, I
now.
can't undo it.
Like, so.
Yeah. And then with that, so you had what's her name? Drew talking about, it's hard doing the balancing act of working and being a mom. And definitely, I just was like, that's hard for all of us if you work outside your home, no matter what your job is. It's hard, and we all
Exactly.
feel like you can't spend enough time. But then Angela piggybacked off of that, and I was like, but do we feel this way about grown kids too? I don't know yet. I don't have a grown up yet. I got one coming soon. have one coming up, but he's still in my house, so he still counts as a kid, if you will. But I was like, when you have grown kids, do we still feel mommy guilt? Should we? What y'all think?
No, because you're grown. I'm gonna be here to help you when I can, but you're grown. We all
Yeah, I
work.
just was like, well,
I'm not retired. We all work. Like,
that's my question.
like what? No. No
Yeah,
shade
I
to
think
Drew.
she's
Is
trying to.
Drew really? Are we really working? Are we in that many movies and stuff? I'm not even
No,
trying to be funny
no, we
because
not.
she's like
No, we are
the
not.
movies pay the bills, and I'm like, are you in that much stuff?
Well,
She
part
ain't
of
got
it
that
is
many
this though. I
bills.
will say I have a my niece is in the acting industry now, very early on. And so the what I have learned is, they start working on projects that don't roll out for 2 years. So it is possible that she is working on stuff that, and it to us is like that hasn't rolled out yet, or it could be like little shows or mini series. Tubi be having stuff and all of these things. So it could be things like that, or some little Christmas time movie. So I think, and it can take months for that. So I don't think that she's not working, but yeah, I will agree. She's acting like she's this big time movie star, and that's what pays the bills. And I'm like, it does, but like
Well, it
again, you spend a little
obviously
too much
isn't
sauce on it. Yeah,
because
it's
now
never
you talking about
Housewives is
she's
what's
about to
paying the
be
bills.
homeless and stuff. So it's like, is
Oh
it?
well, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, that
I
stuff with
couldn't.
Ralph. Like
Yeah,
she, I
she's got to
mean,
get out that
Yeah,
house.
they have to sell the house and share the proceeds. Yeah, I think I did know that.
No,
All
they
right.
didn't. No. They didn't say sell the house. The judge said Drew has to get help because the kids are missing too much food. So now Ralph is getting the
yeah.
kids. And now she is saying that she homeless and ain't got the money and blah, 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 blah. That's why I'm like, I'm confused.
Oh well, that must have just happened because before
Yeah,
Yeah,
that just
it
episode
did.
happened.
3 aired, the divorce had just finalized, and the plan was supposed to be that they had to sell the house and share the proceeds. She didn't have to give him any alimony, and I think they were keeping shared custody. Is what I think was the original order. So that's why I'm like, oh, well, this is news to me.
It was,
The
Yeah,
breaking
Ralph
news.
locked them kids
it
up. That judge said, girl, you got to go. Well, so yeah. But
Wow.
now she's claiming homelessness. And I'm like, you've been on here a couple years now. Where's the money?
now she
That
could
part.
be homeless because she don't have a home per se right now. She may have the money, but it wasn't prepared to move right
But
now.
she's
Judge told her to
saying
move.
she making like 12,000 a month or something. Or something. I don't know.
Which
It's
she could
something
pay
like
some
that where it's
bills
like
and
you
stay
should have
somewhere.
the money to find a place. That's my thing. It's the homelessness one.
Yeah,
You don't have no money to find a place.
exactly. I can't. So, what else I was liking about this is what do we think about these confessional looks? I saw some really cute confessional looks. Do we like Phaedra's platinum hair with the blue dress?
I like the hair.
Uh,
I like the hair.
You don't like the dress?
I can't really remember
Mm,
honestly the look.
it's okay.
It's like a wavy black platinum, and then the blue dress was like some like kind of structured wavy thing that went
Oh,
around and
it was
kind of
cute.
like
I'm
a
sorry, give me a
over a
second.
body
I have a
contact
baby.
dress. You said what?
She had to
Oh,
go.
okay.
Yeah, I think it
Yeah.
was all right.
And then I like Angela's look. It was like a leather situation, but it kind of had like a little asymmetrical kind of cut. Because Angela had given some looks so far. I'm like, all right, I like that black
Yeah.
and white little halter dress she had. I was like, yes, boo, it's cute. I really like it.
If she gonna get, she got to get some. If she gonna get, like, she ain't got no storyline for us. She got to get some looks. She got to do something.
Well, shoot.
I
At
mean,
this
you're
point,
not
a lot of
wrong.
them
You're
don't
not
have a
wrong.
storyline yet, but I guess we got to wait. 'Cause
This is true. Um, and then one of the other. Oh, did y'all see that daggone green beard that Jew had on for the Shamia's rum closing, whatever that was? My eyes was looking. I was like, do he have a green mask over his beard? I said, I know his beard is not. What grown man does that?
Africans.
That man. I tell you this, Shamia need to keep
Really?
her husband off screen because that man is not interested in nothing she got going on.
Who, you talking about her husband?
When she
Yeah,
was
that husband
talking
ain't
about
checking
when they
for
was
nothing
walking
she got
baby
going
girl to
on.
school, he looked so interested. Like, okay,
I thought that too. So I'm starting to wonder what's going on with Shamia and Gerald. But you know how them African men do, child. They want their family. So I think he kind of feeling some type of way. He ain't got his boy yet.
Mm.
That's what I think.
yeah,
Like he's a provider, so he's not gonna not provide, and I think he enjoys the family he has. But it does feel like he's not giving her the same lovey-dovey energy that he has been given. Before, he definitely was not giving all supportive vibes for this rum venture. Now, I did see, when they did the recap of the call, where I was like, okay, maybe he's not giving all the supportive vibes because he just thinks it's a bad idea. He doesn't think it's a good financial decision, might be why he's like, I don't think you should do it. Not that he just doesn't
yeah,
want to be supportive. What y'all think?
I think it's
yeah.
a
I
little bit of
mean, I
both.
think if it was, I don't want to say a real business, but something else, um, that he would probably show a little more. But because what is she calling it, Georgia Peach or something? The bottle's supposed to be her body or something
Her butt.
like I not gonna buy a bottle looking like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like
I'm
I would
not
look at it
either.
and keep it moving. Like, cause
Yeah.
what is this?
I mean, if it's something so where I would maybe buy a bottle that's a little different, maybe a rum, would be in the island. So in Grenada, if it has like, that's the rum that's in Grenada, I'd be willing. But if we're putting having just here in the U.S., I ain't buying that. Why not? But
Yeah.
girl, why want your ass? I got my own. And two, do it taste good? Now I don't want to drink from a booty. That's not not where I want my drinks to come from. Not
Yeah.
your ass. So yeah.
I mean, maybe,
um,
maybe.
maybe. So the other thing was, what do we think? Kind of on that same wavelength with all these celebrities want to either have their own drink line, or everybody got to have their own hair care line. It's too many. Can we put a cap?
Yeah, can we? Because I think as far as the hair care line, none of you are wearing your hair out ever if we're talking about it to be having, hair care lines. I mean, I just saw Cardi B today and I'm like, it's a cute ad, but when's the last time we really seen your hair? We know you have it, but y'all never wear it. Ever.
She will have her hair out on her timeline. But yeah, when she's out like doing her shows and stuff, she don't have her hair. But like we're seeing her on a story or something, we've seen her hair there. She'll have it pressed or whatever. So I've kind of once I seen her come out with her hair care line, I was like, oh, I guess that's what she was using to help grow her hair. But yeah, to your point, like we don't see your natural hair now. Selena supposedly have a line too, Selena Johnson, which I think she is a little bit more known for wearing her hair out. But again, I was just like, how many of y'all going? It's too many. I mean, honestly, when I've gone into the hair, so now I'm glad that there's a lot of black ownership. So I am pleased that we got a lot of black representation, but it's actually too many options. I'm like, I just want like three, just
Yeah, but it needs to stay black. I
35.
feel like a lot of people are getting into the business and then they're selling into other companies and then formulas are changing. You feel what I'm
True,
saying? So no, it's not the same
true.
thing. Like,
That is true. So yeah, pretty much grow it and keep it, because
yeah.
once you sell it is where we run into issues. So I agree with that. All right, did y'all have, so who do we think was the MVP of episode 3? Like who do we think really carried the episode and we would give that crown to for episode 3?
Hmm. I don't really know, honestly.
You want me to
Yeah,
give
I
my
really
answer? I think K Michelle. K Michelle, because that was where she was talking about all the things going on with the deleterious effects of having the butt injections and kind of saying the story. And that was a good bulk of that episode. She showed you how you can be fabulous, don't look like what you've been through. But I think sometimes it's okay to look like what you've been through. Sometimes we be faking too much. But I feel like she is the MVP of the episode 3.
Who did the or maybe I'm skipping, but who had opened the restaurant? Somebody opened up a chicken restaurant.
Kelly.
No,
Oh,
that's the
Nana,
next episode.
that's
Next episode.
Kelly. I'm trying to remember. I feel like that was episode 2
Okay.
that she did it. Yeah, I think she opened in episode 2, because she was talking about all of the stuff that
Stuff
went
with
on with.
Portia.
Well, no,
Mm-hmm.
I mean at her restaurants, the stuff with her and her husband, or ex-husband now, and all the stuff she had going on to get to the point of opening the restaurant like a year later than her original timeline. So
But
I'm pretty sure that was
episode
episode
three
3.
was kind of episode 3 was like a filler episode for me. It wasn't that good for real. Like it was
It was
alright.
kind of like a filler.
It ain't have enough to make somebody a MVP.
Okay. All right. So y'all vote nobody. I still say K Michelle because as the medical professional, I like that she spoke on that part and that this will always be a thing. And so that was a part of it that I think drove it home for me. And showing her kind of go through what that looks like, the after effects. You don't think of this thing that you did to your body how many years ago, you're realizing the repercussions of it now. So that
Now
was it
check
for
it.
me.
I love me some K Michelle, and I've watched all of her reality shows. Every single one that she's had, I've watched it.
Yeah.
Even down to the one where she did the one on the plastic surgery and helping the girls with the plastic surgery. I even watched that one.
Oh, I didn't know
But
she had one just helping them.
yeah, it was on Lifetime.
Okay.
Yeah, I did
But
see that. There was some crazy surgeries. Yeah.
I'm gonna need K Michelle to get another storyline.
She technically does have it. She has it. She's married. She wants to get pregnant. So that'll be the next thing. They just bought a house.
I need
So,
K
and she's
Michelle to
in her
not
country
continue
music.
on what she's done on her previous reality shows on
Hmm.
Real Housewives of Atlanta because it's the same storyline out of all of the reality shows she has done. Down to Love and Hip Hop, down to the one that she had, My Life, when she was talking about her, because that's where I was introduced to Cashton. Cashton is not new.
Hmm. Yeah, he's not. Because
Well,
he
what
done
I
been on
would say
marriage boot
is
camp
this
with
is a
her.
different audience for Kay. Like, so this ain't VH1. This is Bravo. So for the people who don't know her, at least with her talking about the surgery and stuff this time, she actually has something happening to her for it to be brought up versus it just being
Yeah,
like,
I don't feel like she just brought it up like something happened, and so that's why she brought it up. Versus
Yeah,
just,
yeah,
well, I
yeah.
had these surgeries. I don't feel like she just went on a PSA about it. So yeah, I feel like she brought it up because it happened. I don't think she wants to
Right.
necessarily dwell on it.
because
But
I love
I do
Kay.
get where
Kay is why
you,
I am watching
yeah.
Housewives. I'm going to be honest. I have probably not watched the whole season in like 3-4 years. I'm not even playing. I
Oh,
watch my reviews on it and I keep it pushing. But Kay brought me back. I am literally watching this for Kay. So
all right. Well, with Kay bringing the fans, so it sounds like my MVP is right.
yes.
Yeah.
All right.
We just
So,
going to need. I'm just going
so
to need
for
some else too with K Michelle. Like,
only halfway through the season, so we gotta give her time. We gotta let it still develop. We still early on. So in episode 4, we have our slutty vegan owner Pinky. Her foundation is hosting a giveaway, and she has assigned people things to
Yeah.
bring or donate. What do we think about that? Her assigning, not saying, "Hey, what you want to bring," but saying, "You bring this, you bring this, you bring this, you bring this."
I ain't mad.
Um,
I'm not
I
mad
would
at
have
all.
had
no,
to
you can
politely
ask.
decline.
You can
Excuse me.
ask versus just demanding, especially when everything needs to be vegan and all kind of stuff. Like when they were talking about the price of that formula for who?
That part. So I thought it was cute now because Phaedra will come up. She said, "I'm about to go breastfeed." I said, "Yeah, that one is too funny. Happy rolling." I said, "Phaedra, that was a good one." So yeah, I just was like,
Because especially when she's
"What
just
in
kind
the?"
of like, yeah, because y'all don't know me because I do this shit. coordinating this shit last year. Now you can ask, but
That
don't be
part.
demanding I bring nothing, because I ain't got to do nothing
Yeah,
but
because
say
what
black
I
and
would
got
have did, I've done it before. I'm gonna have a list, and it'll be enough for everybody. These are the things I need, and then they can pick based on what they want to get. But not no, you assigning me, and then why Phaedra and Portia got double stuff?
Yeah.
I was like, I guess she said y'all pockets bigger than or deeper than the rest of them. Let me go ahead and give them more. So I just was like, excuse you.
What they say,
So
you close
I
mouths
just
don't
feel
get
like
fed.
with
So
you having the
she's
money problems that you have, maybe we could have skipped it this year. Just maybe.
I mean, I think that's probably why she wanted to do it though. It's for
yeah.
that reason. And then what do we think about I said Portia, her peeps, and the man and the woman. So, Portia was doing she's going to do the podcast or YouTube. She's going to do it with, I think, her sister. And then she wants PJ to do one. And then so it sounds like three different ones. And then one she was going to do with Dennis. But why Dennis come in and see the flowers? And why he want to know what the card say? So we're not together. What?
They got unfinished business, both of them.
I want them to finish it already. I am very much over it.
Yeah. I mean, I
Get
feel
either
like
get on it
I
and
ain't
ride
mad at
it
him
and
for
leave it,
asking that
or stay
question,
on it or leave it
because Portia
alone.
was acting a fool on that little reality show that she had with her family when he brought that other lady.
Very much so.
Like, what does it matter? Your fiance is right here. What are we talking about?
That part, it doesn't make sense. And they both do it to each other. It's like each season one wants to try and make the other one jealous. It's just weird.
It
Did
is.
y'all see that cycling class they was doing?
So, yeah. I did see that.
And then an
Yeah.
hour later, we just get warmed up. I know you lying. And that worked out. I was saying, shit, I'm the woman got me hot. I don't need no more woman. I'm about to be on fire over here. Take me out. Because cycling is hard. I don't know if you've ever done a cycling class. Your heart is beating fast. It's hard to breathe. You sweating. An hour class is a long class. You telling me it's longer than an hour? I'm not. Now, they look fun, but nope. So that's why I was like, have y'all ever taken a cycling class?
No,
No, I got my bicycle
I
Maryland
think I'm
Mary
interested
bed,
in.
if that counts.
Yeah, no, it's a beast indeed. What's that? Okay, and then that's really my main things for the episode. The episode 4. The only other thing in that episode 4 is finally Pinky talks to her husband about the bankruptcy and tells him, and our good guy came through and was like, babe, I got you. No, I don't want it. He was like, you taking it. And I was like, and she let him. I was just like, girl, take the money. Because
Please.
everybody don't got that option. You got plenty of people who they said they $5 million. They owe, they're going to be out back. They can't even ask
Out.
nobody. They don't even know anybody who has to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was happy that she finally, especially after she had told everybody else, it was about time you told your husband.
That part when he said, well, how many people know? And they showed her. Everybody, and I said, you pretty much the last to know. Literally, on this circuit, you're the last one she told. I think because she was the most nervous to tell him. I think it was easy. I think she built up confidence to tell him by saying it to everybody else. And I think hearing it helped her get comfortable with saying it. So I don't think she was intentionally trying to spread it to everyone else. But I think that's what was helping make it real for her. So then she could
Yeah.
say it to him without having maybe so much emotion. And it took some of the emotion out from the first time she said it in episode 3 to now when she was saying it to him. But I was very glad that he was like, babe, like, I got you. I want to do it. Like, it doesn't make sense. So why would I let you file for bankruptcy? Because that can mess up future loans and other stuff. Like,
That was the
bankruptcy
only
can
right
either
answer.
Yeah, bankruptcy can linger with you for years. You know, some of them are 7 years, and some of them are you got that thing forever.
Mhm.
The husband's response was the only response he should have gave. That was the only right answer to give.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he did good. I like him. He seems like a good guy. Now, what I didn't like a little early in the episode, I did not like that he came for like 5 seconds to the event and then left. But he also did not need to be there.
Yeah.
All right. And what y'all think about them calling, which I know is a thing they do, but I was like, I don't know if I want to go in there. They call you slut. Hey, slut, when you walk in the door.
I mean, it's the brand. It's the part of marketing.
Yeah,
Like
slutty
this is what we
vegan. I
do. This
wouldn't be
is the
bothered.
experience that we give.
I still don't love it. I'd be like, I'm going to order mine to go. Can y'all bring it out? Yeah. Even when you're calling everybody else, it's just, I don't like it. Because I didn't get, what was her rationale for calling a slutty vegan?
She used to be, you know, a little like that back in the
Slutty.
day. I don't know. I feel like she said
Because
something
I
like
heard
that.
that she had mentioned it, I think, in this episode. Well, like we called some slut, so we figured, oh, we'll just call everybody slut when they come in. And I'm thinking, I kind of was with Kelly, like, hey, slut, hey, what? No. Oh, I
It'll
need to
catch you
hear you
off.
call other people that before I walk in the door. You can't just be calling me, hey, slut. Who slut where?
I
Hmm.
think it'll catch you off guard, and I think that was the purpose. Because I'm like, I think it's a marketing ploy. Because when you go to certain restaurants, they have the restaurants where they disrespect you all in this place or what have you. So I think it's kind of like it goes in
What
that type of
restaurant they do that?
direction.
Because I would not go.
It's a it's like in a certain state. Like I can't remember what state it's in, but it's a restaurant where you go and they give you like they're rude or whatever in there,
Yeah,
and
I
you
know what
know
you're
the
talking about.
food
I've heard
good,
of that.
but you rude. So I think it's that it kind of gives
No.
that same like kind of ethics of what they did with that restaurant because that's an older restaurant. So it was like giving what they did with that, and I'm gonna turn it to my own, but a vegan restaurant.
I think this is where my millennialism comes in. No, you're not calling me slut. Okay, you call me out my name. I'm not feeling it, but I will try the food. But yeah, I might walk in there one time. I think that would make me not want to frequent it. Just I don't want you calling me slut,
Because a slutty
even if
vegan
that's what you're calling everybody else. I don't want it.
that restaurant is more like a novelty restaurant. That's not like a that's my spot. This is a place that we come to visit. We in Atlanta. Oh yeah, I gotta go to Slutty Vegan because that's the place to go in Atlanta. I don't
Guess
think
we're
it's
gonna
just it's
experience
a
it when we go. We got to be prepared for them to call us slut. I'm gonna let you walk in first, Cecil, so then it won't feel like they saying it to me. Because I'm ready to pounce. All right. So as we close out, because we're wrapping up, we got to 57 minutes, y'all. We got an hour. Do we feel like this last episode 4, do we feel like that had an MVP of the episode?
Probably Pinky.
if, yeah, if I were to give it to, I would give it to Pinky.
Yeah, because she was hosting her event. She finally womaned up and told her husband. I would agree. Do we have anybody who we feel like was just dead wrong for this episode? And like, girl, you need to do better. I don't feel like I can remember anybody from
Well,
this
I would
episode that I felt
say,
like.
was it Shamia and Phaedra going back and forth about whether Pinky ate meat or whatever,
Oh, that was
and it
getting on
was
my
a
nerves.
miss. Something got confused,
It was
and
Shamia and Portia going back and forth about Meatgate, as they called it.
Because Phaedra was telling everybody how she used to own a Jamaican restaurant and that would serve meat. So
But
making it
but
making it seem like
Shamia
she
heard
ate
it
it.
as she ate meat, and that's where the misperception came in. Because then it was, well, Phaedra said that girl be eating meat, and so then it's passed around that Phaedra said, and Phaedra like, I know that girl 15 years, she don't eat no meat, but I could kind of see where it was given that impression. And is Phaedra really mad at it? She not.
yeah,
Phaedra
So
don't care. Phaedra knows she started it and knows she said what she said, and and she was gonna throw a stone and hide her hand anyway. So she knew she said it.
this is
yeah.
true. She's famous for that. All righty, guys. So join us next week. We're going to try and release our episodes ideally by the end of the week on Friday, but Wednesdays are preferred to try and release them following the new episodes rolling out. We're going to go through the reunion shows too. So tune in weekly to join us. And also, we'll be reviewing other shows too here. So if you're interested in Real Housewives of Rhode Island, check out our other episodes for that. But until next week, we will see you back to review episode 5. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.